Hi guys, it's Melissa with the Keto Butlers. In this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about how to drink your ketones. So if you are catching this video, then you most likely have either gotten started with a 5-day challenge or a 5-day trial pack or a 10-day drink ketones challenge, or maybe you've just placed an order on the website and this is your first time experiencing pure therapeutic ketones. So I'm going to very briefly walk you through how do you drink them, when do you drink them, and what you might experience in your first couple of days. Okay, so this is really simple. I have a shaker bottle here full of about 25 ounces of water. Technically, you can shake them in less than that. The instructions actually say 12 to 16 ounces of water, but I prefer them in a little bit more. So it really doesn't matter. It's whatever is your preference. So you simply open up a packet of ketones and you're gonna pour this powder down into your water. I love mine with ice cold. And then you're just gonna give it a really good shake because you wanna make sure it all dissolves. Now, as long as I drink the full contents of this drink within 15 to 30 minutes, it is going to elevate my blood ketone levels to a state of ketosis within 1 hour. And you could technically test that and prove that you are in a state of ketosis. Okay, so really simple. I'm just gonna make sure I drink the full contents of this in 15 to 30 minutes, okay? Now, when do you drink them? I personally prefer to drink mine first thing when I wake up in the morning. I typically do a charged ketone with caffeine. It has caffeine equal to about a large cup of coffee. So I actually do this first thing in the morning. If I want some coffee later just because I enjoy coffee, then I'll have that more mid-morning. Now, some people do it opposite. Some people do their coffee first and then they have their ketones. But I will tell you, after drinking ketones for the last 5.5 years, I can tell a huge difference in the way that ketones light my brain up versus just coffee alone. So I prefer mine first thing in the morning. Now, I will also have a second caffeine-free later in the day, like I'm doing right now, typically around 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll do it caffeine-free most of the time, but sometimes I'll opt for a charged. It just depends on what I need that day. But even drinking caffeine-free, this is still gonna give me a mood lift. It's still gonna give me that mental clarity. It's really gonna give me that sustained energy throughout the day, but not keep me up at night when I'm trying to sleep. It's also gonna help with that appetite control, cravings, fat loss, all of the benefits that attracted you to drinking ketones in the first place. Now, what might you experience in the first couple of days drinking a 5-pack trial or even a 10-day drink ketones challenge? Now, I call some people one drink wonders. Lots of people experience benefits within a couple hours of their very first drink of ketones. You might notice a boost in energy. You might realize that you are more focused throughout the day and you're just getting a lot more done in your day. You might notice a shift in your mood. It might kind of level out your mood. So instead of like a high or a low, you might just feel very kind of just even keeled. I call it just kind of peaceful. It helps me with more patience with my kids. So you might notice that in your mood. You might also notice a shift in your appetite. You might just not be as hungry. You might not have those cravings that you typically would have. So this can all happen on your first serving. Now, if it doesn't, just know that it's still working in your body. Everyone's body is different and it might take a couple of days for your body to adjust to utilizing ketones as a fuel source and for your body to really learn how to process them and do that efficiently. So the main thing with drinking ketones is you want to make sure you're being really consistent. So if you decide to start your ketones today, you want to make sure that you continue drinking them 1 to 2 times a day consistently so that your body gets used to being in a state of ketosis, okay? Now, when will the fat loss happen? So many people ask me this question. Again, everyone's body is different. Some of that is going to depend on your metabolism, your current diet, things like that. Now, most people start to notice a shift in how their clothes are fitting within a week or 2 of drinking ketones. The reason is because ketones really help your body to start that detox process. It helps your body to kind of flush out. So you may notice your clothes fitting differently. You may notice that bloat kind of disappears and goes away. And then you're going to start to potentially see the scale move. Now, remember, ketones are not a weight loss product. They weren't designed for weight loss alone. They do help with fat loss. That's a benefit that most people are interested in them for, and it definitely helps. I've lost over 50 pounds of fat after having my 4 babies. And so that's definitely possible. But I want to encourage you to maybe take your measurements, maybe weigh yourself at the beginning of your journey, and then put it away and try not to focus on the scale too much, and allow your body to just get used to using ketones, get consistent with it. And I promise you, you are going to see some incredible results if you stick with it. I do encourage most people to give it at least 30 to 60 days to really see how ketones are going to work for you, how they're going to be a tool that helps shift you into healthier habits, and help shift you into that metabolic state of ketosis. Now, what are some other things that some people sometimes experience? So we've gone over all the really good things. Now, occasionally people might experience headache at the beginning. That's not typically due to the actual ketones themselves. It's normally due to dehydration. One of the really cool things about ketones and being in ketosis, like we talked about before, is that it helps your body to release and detox and flush out all the yucky stuff you don't want in your body. But when that happens, sometimes your body can get dehydrated, your electrolytes can get out of balance. So it's really important not only to drink plenty of water when you're consuming ketones. You want to aim for about half your body weight in ounces of water, but also to replenish your electrolytes as well. Now, we have another product called Mitoplex that is absolutely amazing. It's zero sugar. It's formulated to go really well with our ketones. It has some other incredible ingredients in it, like Mito P2Q that helps with mitochondria production and more energy. They're amazing, and that's a great thing that you can add to your ketones or drink at another time throughout your day if you're starting to notice headaches or struggling with dehydration. Or you can use other sources of electrolytes. If you don't have anything on hand, a pinch of pink Himalayan sea salt on your tongue, that can help. And again, just drinking more water. So that's really important. The other thing that some people might experience, some do, some don't, is again, that flushing out. You might use the restroom a little bit more at the beginning and don't think, oh no, there's something wrong. That's actually a good thing. That means your body is getting rid of the stuff it doesn't need, making room for the good. And your body's just adjusting to being in ketosis. And one of the amazing things is that with some consistency after a couple of days of use, that's going to level out and your digestion is actually going to become very predictable, very normal, very regulated. And you'll really enjoy that benefit of it as well. So I'm excited for you to get started drinking ketones. And if you have questions, please always reach out. We're here to answer your questions. We want to make sure you have the absolute best experience. But I hope you found this helpful, and I'm excited to see what flavor you shake up first.